Welcome back to the channel, my brothers. My name's Andy R, and this is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel solely dedicated to getting you men out there a better outcome. Now today, you know what today is. Today is Red Flag Friday.
Oh, is that a red flag?
That's right, today is Red Flag Friday, number 2, the second in the series of Red Flag Fridays. Every Friday I'm going to put up a video of what I think are red flags you need to watch out for if you are having anything to do in the dating world. So what's today? Because I don't give it away in the thumbnail. All of my other videos you can see in the thumbnail, click on it, go through, but this is Red Flag Friday, it just says a number. So what is today's red flag? Well, today is tattoos and piercings. Now, I could have made a Red Flag Friday about both of those individually, but I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. Let's put those two together because they are individual red flags, but they do tend to come on the same body. So what do I mean by tattoos? I'm not against tattoos. I'll make that clear right from the start. I'm not against tattoos. I have tattoos myself. You will never see them probably because I have them in places because I had tattoos for me. They're not a display. They're high up on my arm and one's high up on my shoulder blade. So even if I wear a t-shirt, which I do tend to wear mostly in the day, sometimes I wear a suit or a shirt and what have you, but if I roll my sleeves up now, in fact I'll do it because I'm saying it, I've always got my sleeves down and you can see for yourself that, there you go, no tattoos. And it's the same on the other side as well, no tattoos. But I do have them, I have 3. And they're very personal to me, and this is why I have no problem with tattoos, and I don't have a problem with tattoos on women so long as they are extremely personal. In other words, they have a deep meaning. For instance, say a woman has a tattoo of a child's name. Well, obviously, you know, maybe it was a child she lost or something tragedy happened and she put that as a memorial. Or maybe mother and father, you know, that have died and it's got the date. It's a memorialization to remember. Those I have no problem with. Maybe it's something very deeply personal as well that's happened in her life, or something that has deep meaning to her. A small tattoo in a very inobvious place would... I have no problem with that at all. In fact, my own woman has a couple of very discreet tattoos. And again, she had them and they mean so much to her. They have deep meaning. These are not the tattoos I'm talking about when I say they're red flags. No, the tattoos I'm talking about are the all over the body art, all down the arms, on the neck, all down the legs, on the torso, huge great big murals of tattoos all over them. And they're like, why would you do that to yourself? For a start, that's a red flag. Do you think this is a woman who is showing great mental health to have a huge... Now, in their defense, they will say, oh, these are works of art, and some of them are truly beautiful works of art. But something you need to know, guys, it's not their work of art. Let that settle in for a second. It's not their work of art. Very few tattooists tattoo themselves. Some do in the more obvious to reach places, but a lot of tattooists go to their contemporaries to get tattoos. These women went to a tattooist to get this beautiful work of art. A work of art that was somebody else's design and was executed by somebody else. It's very much like you putting a picture, a painting on your wall. You didn't paint it, you didn't design it, but you admire it. But that picture you can take down and change for something else as your tastes change. A tattoo is permanent. These women have quite literally put something permanent on their body that isn't their work of art, and they didn't paint it. They didn't tattoo it. So it's okay to say it's a beautiful work of art, but not theirs. They're trying to live vicariously off somebody else's talent. That should be a red flag right there. When have you ever known anybody who, in the business world, who was constantly passing on the blame to his employees, but then was taking all of the credit for themselves, that did really well? They'll climb to a certain point and then stop, because that's when they get found out that they're not actually the ones doing the hard work. Well, it's the same with these women. All of a sudden they've got all these tattoos on them and say, oh yes, I'm showing my unique person. You were unique when you came out the womb. Everybody is. You didn't need this. It's a red flag. And it's also an aposmic sign that you aren't mentally stable. You're not, and you guys, you should never put your Todger in crazy, because that's what she's telling you. I'm not quite all there. I'm a little bit crazy. And when I said piercings and tattoos, these women also tend to come with a massive amount of piercings. If you see a woman that hasn't got tattoos but has a piercing through the septum of her nose, have nothing to do with her. That one is extremely painful, but he's also giving you a great big statement. I'm not quite all there. I'm not quite stable. I'm not quite good enough for you. Then you have the other one who has a massive amounts of rings in her ears, basically making her look like she's a ring binder. You want to grab her face and turn it over to see what's on the next page. Oh, is this one prettier? You know, literally all the way down the ears. One or two, you know, so that you can display jewellery, but all the way down, that just looks wrong. And then, of course, you've got the nipple piercings, then you've got the belly button piercings, now you've got clitoral hood piercings. You know, literally anywhere that sticks out that I can get a needle through and put some piercing on, I'm going to go for. Does that sound like the actions of a stable woman? This is why it's a red flag. Then there's the other one, the other type of tattoo. The ones on their ribs or down their arm have some wonderful inspirational piece of text, you know, that says something about seizing the day or a beautiful soul or any of those things. Once again, she's putting on her body somebody else's thoughts because she doesn't have any original ones of herself. Very rarely will you see an inspirational piece of text and she'll say, yeah, that's something I say. That's quoted by me. It doesn't say underneath, like, you know, the beauty of an internal soul, blah, 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 and then underneath, quote, me. No, it'll say something like Byron or Shelley or, oh, I don't know, any of the great thinkers, Einstein, Churchill, you know, anybody who's said some very profound and deep thoughts, you know, Seize the Day by Syria, you know, or some Roman orator. All of these things they put on the body and then say, oh yeah, that phrase means so much to me. You didn't think it up, it wasn't your idea, and now you've marked your body with somebody else's words. You're basically saying, I can't have an original thought, so I'm using other people's thoughts to make me seem more interesting. Now, I've said in the past that before I got with my woman, who I've been with for 24 years, we're not married, as I've said, I dated a lot and had several long-term relationships lasting, you know, a fair few years together. Did a lot of all of that, and I said previously that I've slept with some absolutely stunningly beautiful women, and I do mean stunningly beautiful, absolute classic. Pretty much every guy goes, wow, she's good looking, and at the same time go, you know, she oozes sex appeal. And I've said the reason I'm not with them is because I had nothing to talk to them about after the bedroom activity. After the fun and games had finished, they were empty vessels just waiting to be filled, hadn't got an original thought in their mind, couldn't barely string a sentence together, half of these women. You know, you ask them something about anything other than what we've just done, and it was like, oh, I don't really know, or I don't do that, or I don't follow that, or I've not read that, or, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, the bedroom bit was fun, but bye now, you know, I don't want to buy this plastic bucket. That's why I'm not with them. That's why I'm with the woman I'm with, because she's the whole package. she has everything that I'm looking for. She is more traditional. She's a helpmate. She's supportive. She's all of the things that I would like for you, my brothers out there. She's just more traditional. But these women who come with these tattoos and piercings, and I say some of them are absolutely beautiful, some of them are stunning, but you don't put your todger in crazy, and she's showing you she's crazy. She's showing you the aposematism. She's showing you this. She's toxic. She's showing you that she hasn't got an original idea. She hasn't made the artwork. She didn't tattoo it on herself, but then tries to convince you that she's wearing it because it's an expression of her inner artist. Well, she's not an inner artist because you can see what she's got on her. It's not her art. Inspirational quotes and phrases. They're not her inspirational quotes and phrases because she hasn't got an original idea. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? So this is why I say it's a red flag and why you should avoid them. And I've said many times, and I did a video about just red flags in general, and I said the red flags you ignore at the beginning of a relationship are probably going to be the very things that split that relationship up. So keep your eyes open for the red flags. That way you can pick better, choose better, make better decisions, and that's all I've ever wanted for you, my brothers. Anyway, that's the end of this red flag. Before you go though, if I've earned your subscription, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you won't miss out on future videos, and I don't want you to miss out, and you don't want to miss out. Also, give the video a like because it does help the algorithm, and this channel is getting choked because I talk about this sort of stuff, and of course I'm not following the party line. I'm talking just for you, my brothers, men out there, and they don't like that, so the channel's getting choked. So share it with somebody if you think they'll get something out of this. Give the video a like, subscribe. This is the only way I can grow this channel, and I do want to grow it. If for nothing else, that more brothers out there get to hear this message and start making better decisions. Anyway, I'm going for a cup of tea because I think I've earned one. You, my brothers out there, you men, you take care of yourself, because if you don't, who will? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.